things know, there are things unknown. In between, there are the doors of perception.
If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite.
July 3rd, 2011 will mark the 40th anniversary of Jim Morrison's death. To mark this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present to you Project Perception.
One more. 5 to 1, baby. 1 in 5.
The doors opened onto new possibilities of what rock and roll was capable of expressing and exploring. Their music responded to and inspired poets, artists, filmmakers, and of course, musicians, resulting in a living, breathing, always beating theater. Project Perception brings to life the immortal legacy of a band that has never died. Through the doors of perception, our audience ride the storm, break on through the narrow chinks of the cavern into new paths where dreams, imagination, memories, and reality draw us into the eye of the storm. Venice Beach, 1965. Amongst the pumping iron, drifting haze, and free spirits, two men meet, and our journey begins. The Whiskey Go-Go is a place where the talent scouts and record producers of our day hang out to find the hippest talent going. Set as an open mic night, our audience will have the opportunity to step up to the microphone and step through the door onto the starriest path. The Doors were really taking off when they appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show. What happens when the world is hanging off your every word? Jim, Ray, Robbie, and John got more than their 15 minutes when Andy Warhol gave them the golden telephone.
Somebody gave me this telephone. She said that, I could talk to God with it, but I don't have anything to say.
What would you ask? By 1968, the music of the Doors expressed the tumultuous conflicts of the time. Inspired by the radical living theater, in Miami, Jim declared to his audience. As a result of the Miami gig, the Doors' US tour was completely cancelled. Jim's behavior became increasingly erratic, often not turning up to recording sessions at all. Our audience step into Jim's shoes and are given a shot to try out with a band. Suddenly and shockingly, Jim becomes another member of the 27 Club. Our audience are guided through Père Lachaise Cemetery, where they can pay tribute to their rock legend. But Morrison and the band had already prized open the doors of perception, and as always along the path, there are opportunities for the perceptives to step off this starry trodden journey and see the story through Jim's eyes, to witness the altered reality that lit the fire of the music. From their earliest days, the Doors took themselves into the wilderness to cleanse the doors of perception. Riding the snake, the audience discovered Jim's most haunting images. Our guides are Native American shamans who beckon us away from the road more traveled by into wilder paths. But again, this is not the only journey. There's a military parade in the desert. We pass a Spanish caravan, and a blue bus is calling us, taking us to the ancient lake.
What a peculiar place to have a party. Don't be doing this. After all, we haven't been invited, and curiosity often leads to trouble. Goodbye, Dinah. Goodbye.
Our final path leads us before and beyond the music, and the bands rise to stardom. Down the rabbit hole we arrive at this marriage of heaven and hell, the epic landscape of Jim's dreams, where his vision merges with that of his sage, William Blake. An austere figure scourges a divine embodiment of passion, desire, and energy. This is Blake's Urizen, enslaving the Red Orc, or alternatively, Jim's naval father, punishing his miscreant son. The figures of Blake's mythology begin to collect on a raft of suburbia. A Thanksgiving dinner is assembled amongst the desolate landscape as we take a moonlight drive along Love Street. We step through the door of a house.
He walked on down the hallway, and he came to a door, and he looked inside. Father, yes, son, I want to kill you. Mother, I want
to. Through our last door, we finally find Jim, a lifeless figure in the bathtub. Miraculously, he awakes before dawn, puts his boots on, and leads us through the Bacchic dance by a great bonfire, and ascends to the stage where he announces,
Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up!
The Eye of the Storm and the beating heart of Project Perception is a celebration of Jim's legacy, with the finest bands that have carried that spirit into their own music and keep his flame alive today.
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Try to run, try to hide, break on through to the other side, break on through to the other side.
Who by Fire invite you to join us this summer in lighting this fire in memory of this unforgettable wild child of rock and roll.